Another tool that I would like to show you is called Spiderfoot. Now Spiderfoot is a tool that is used to gather information about domain names, IP addresses, email addresses, usernames, and more. So it is almost all-in-one tool that will find information about almost anything. But from my experience, it does not work effectively with email addresses, phone numbers, or usernames. So I always like to use it to find information about a certain website. So to install this tool, all you have to do is just to open the terminal as root and then type the password. And then you want to type apt-update to update the repositories. And after this, you just want to type apt install Spiderfoot like this and hit enter. And in my case, it's already installed. Now to run this tool, all you have to do is just to type Spiderfoot like this, and then -L, and then your local IP address, which is always 127.0.0.1. And then we are going to add a colon, and then I'm going to choose 9999 as the port number. And then I'm going to hit enter. And now if you open your browser and try to visit this address, you should be redirected to Spiderfoot graphical user interface. So let's copy this IP address and open our browser. And then paste this IP address and hit enter. And as you can see, this is the graphical user interface. So right now I'm going to click on new scan, and we can see that we can scan a domain name, host name, subnet, Bitcoin address, username, phone number, email addresses, and more. Now in my case, I would like to scan cybersudo.org. So I'm gonna specify a scan name, which is gonna be cybersudo or whatever. And then I'm going to add the domain name. So I'm gonna say cybersudo.org, and it has to be like this format. And then I would like to use the all option and then click on run scan now. And now the scan is running. So I'm going to click on scans. These are the scans that I have. We can see that we are searching for information about cybersudo.org. Now this is gonna take a lot of time. So I would like to create a new scan. And then I would like to call it Rishi Kabra. And I would like to search for the username Rishi Kabra 132 that we have found before. And as you can see, you need to enter this username in quotes. So I'm going to add the username within quotes and then click on run scan now. Now let me come back and create a new scan with the name Rishi Kabra number 2. And then I would like to search for Rishi Kabra email address that we have found before, which is rishikabra132@gmail.com. And then I'm going to click on run scan now. So let me click on scans to view all the scans that I've created. And we can see that the second scan for Rishi Kabra username is done. So I'm going to click on it and then click on username again. And you can see that we did not find any information. And this is why I always like to use the methods that I've talked about in previous sections. Now let me come back and see what information I were able to find about cybersudo.org. And here you can see a graph of the data types that have been found. I always like to click on browse, and these are the information that have been found. So I can click, for example, on DNS TXT records, and these are the TXT records of cybersudo.org. I can come back and click on IP address, and these are the IP addresses that this domain name is using. So if you waited more, then you'll get much more information. But for now, let's come back to Rishi Kabra email address and see whether it's done or not. And as you can see, the scan has finished. So I'm going to open this one. And here are the information that I have found. So I'm going to click on the first one. And we can see that this is very similar to the information that you have got from emailreputation.io. So we can see whether this email is malicious or not, or whether it has been found in data leaks or not, and more, which is something that we have covered in the email OSINT section. Now let me come back. We can see that it has been found in hacked databases, and these are the databases that has Rishi Kabra email address, which is information that you can find on Have I Been Pwned. Now let me come back. We can see here raw data. So let me check this. We can see that the possible name is Rishi Kabra, and this is the email reputation. And we can see that this email address is associated to a Gravatar account, which is something that we have gathered before. Now let me come back and check the username. We can see that it might be using the username rishikabra132 on Gravatar. And we can see the module that has been used to find this information. Now let me come back to my scans again, and now we can see that we were able to find 490 elements. You'll get much more information if you waited. So let me check this again. And then go to browse. And then I can click on co-hosted site. And these are the websites that are hosted on the same IP address of cybersudo.org. I can come back and check all of this information that are going to be difficult to find otherwise. So as you can see, Spiderfoot does great job gathering information about websites, but it does not gather a lot of information about email addresses, usernames, or phone numbers.